Wild Access, Guardians of the Earth, United Re-Roar, Wild Force. Ha! Greetings and salutations. It is I, Movie Watcher 123, and today, for today's live stream, we are going to be talking about the best and worst moments of one of my favorite Power Rangers series, Power Rangers Wild Force. Once my friends join in, we will begin. So, if you have any episodes of Power Rangers Wild Force you wish to talk about, you know what you have to do. Alright, while we're waiting, I'm going to put down the first episode. Alright. And here's the first episode, Lionheart. In this episode, this is the first one of the series. In the wilderness, while having been raised by the local natives, a young man named Cole leaves to search for his past. In the city of Turtle Cove, four rangers are battling two powerful orgs, but are outmatched. The orgs leave, and Alyssa comments on how they need a fifth ranger, but their leader Taylor disagrees. Cole arrives in the city and tries to find the people in his photo, his parents. He saves animals from a shady shelter run by two devious people. Cole and the animals make it out of the shelter safely, and the animal snatchers are revealed to be the Duke Orgs, Toxica and Jindrax. After being knocked out by the four rangers the next day, Cole wakes up in a jungle, and five robotic animals greet him: lion, tiger, bison, shark, and eagle. The powerful animals. Cole makes his way to a temple where he is greeted by the Rangers and their mentor, Princess Shayla. Cole shows them a red crystal with the lion in it. They surprise him by showing him their colored crystals. The orc from earlier returns to wreak more havoc in the city. Shayla dispatches the Rangers. Taylor gives Cole his growlphone and shows him how to morph. The Rangers are still unable to defeat the orgs. They combine their weapons into the Jungle Sword, destroying Plug Org. Jintrax and Toxica appear. Toxica grows the Turbine Org into a giant. The Wild Zords come to help the Rangers and destroy the Org. You see, this is the episode where Cole helps his teammates destroy their first orc monster. While earlier in this episode, Taylor disagrees with Alyssa about needing a fifth ranger to join the team. That is until Cole comes and he becomes the Red Ranger. So yeah, this is the first episode of the series. And I do have Power Rangers Wild Force on DVD. So what do you think about this episode? For me, I give it a 10. All right. Let me see here. All right. Here's the next episode. Darkness Awakening. In this episode, ba- Barb-Wired Org starts to attack the city with his wires. Gentrax and Toxica find the old Org temple and find Master Org, the father of all Orgs. The Rangers arrive in the city to fight the Org. But while Cole tries to reason with it, Taylor wants to fight. An army of putreds welcomes the Rangers, and Cole sticks to his plan and tries to reason with Barbed Wire Org. After he finds that orgs do not have hearts, he goes with Taylor's plan and morphs. The Rangers destroy Barbed Wire Org, and Toxica, with, hang on a sec, after he finds that orcs do not have hearts, he goes with Taylor's plan and morphs. The Rangers destroy Barbed Wire Org with the Jungle Sword, and he grows to giant size after Gentrax and Toxica make themselves known to the Rangers. The Wild Zords come from the Animarium, which is their home base in the sky, and Red Lion tells Cole they need to combine the Wild Zords, forming the Wild Force Megazord. The team puts together their crystal sabers, and the power animals come together, and the Megazord is formed. The Rangers use the Mega Roar and destroy Barbed Wire Org, so Master Org creates a new plan. Back on the Animarium, the Rangers give Cole a makeover, officially making him part of the team. So yes, in this episode, Cole became the team leader of the Wild Force Rangers. His Zord is the Almighty Lion. So what do you think about this episode? Me, I give it a 10 out of 10. Okay, what to talk about next? All right. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Here's the next episode. Click, click, zoom. In this episode, Master Org gives Toxica and Jintrax a pep talk in preparation for his next dastardly plan. Cole reads Taylor's Ranger rulebook but says there should be only one rule: teamwork. Taylor storms off and arrives in the city, noticing a woman telling her child about the animarium. The story is told but with a terrible result. Camera Org surfaces and makes everyone invisible with a single click. Taylor runs into Jintrax, and the two fight until Camera Org makes Taylor invisible. The other Rangers come, and while Cole lures away Camera Org, Alyssa, Danny, and Max take on an army of putreds. Cole tricks Camera Org and gets his film, restoring everyone's visibility. Taylor meets up with the Rangers, but Camera Org wraps them up. Cole unleashes his new Lion Blaster, destroying it. So Toxica revives him into a giant. The Rangers call the Wild Force Megazord, which destroys Camera Org with the Mega Roar. Taylor makes peace with Cole, accepting him as the new leader. So yeah, the monster they were fighting in this episode is the Camera Org, and once he takes your picture, you become invisible, where nobody will see you. But now, at the end of the episode, Taylor accepts Cole as the new team leader of the Wild Force Rangers. So, what do you think? How would you rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10? For me, I give this a 10. So, do you have any episodes you wish to talk about? Put them in the comments below. Or if you're here in the StreamYard studio with me, always put them in the private chat. Okay. I'm going from 1 viewer to 0 to 1 to 0. What's going on here? Is nobody gonna join my live streams? Okay, well, guess I gotta keep trying then. Okay. All right. Next episode is never. Hang on. Never give up. Now, in this episode, Max reads the newspaper and suggests that he and Danny check out the haunted temple to see if it has an orc. Danny's mind is elsewhere though, and he has his eyes on Kendall, whom he has a crush on. Kendall and Danny ride off, leaving Max behind. An upset Max decides to check the temple on his own, but gets scared and runs back. The next day, Danny tries to apologize, but is distracted by Kendall once again. It turns out Bell Org was at the temple and traps Max in one of his bells. The other Rangers arrive to fight Bell Org. Danny hears Max and inside the bell and runs to save him. The two best friends reconcile and the Rangers regroup. Danny and Max injure Bell Org double and then form the Jungle Sword. Toxica resurrects the orc into a giant, but the Megawar destroys it. Danny visits Kendall to tell her about his true feelings, but chickens out. Luckily, Kendall finds a note Danny left for her. So, yeah, in this episode, Danny has a crush on a beautiful girl. He tries to tell her about his true feelings, but unfortunately, he chickened out. So he left a note for her. Interesting, don't you think? So, anyway, I give this episode a 10 out of 10. So, what are your opinions on this episode? How would you rate this one? Me, I give it a 10. Okay. All right. All right. Next episode is Ancient Awakening. Alyssa goes on an archaeological dig for school, and while snooping around the cave, she finds a glowing Wild Horse emblem. Later, she, Princess Shayla, and Cole check it out. Tyre Org starts terrorizing the city, and three rangers show up to fight it. Tyre Org stalls Taylor, Danny, and Max, giving him to dash over to Cole, Alyssa, and Princess Shayla. He kidnaps the princess, and the rangers try to run after him. The power animals send the new savage cycles, and Alyssa stops Tyre Org. The rangers destroy Tyre Org with a blast from the cycles, and Alyssa saves Princess Shayla. Toxica resurrects the Ord into a giant, and the Wild Force Megazord is formed. Master Ord kidnaps Princess Shayla while the Rangers are busy and forces her to open the seal. Uh, Alyssa leaves the Megazord to help the princess but is knocked out by Master Org. When Shayla tells Master Org that she can't open the seal, only the Chosen One can. He decides to blow it up. After Master Org leaves, Shayla and Alyssa inspect the rubble and find that the power animal behind the seal still lives. An animal crystal appears before Alyssa and summons the Elephant Zord, forming the Wild Force Megazord sword and shield mode. Tyre Org is destroyed and Cole tries to master his new Savage Cycle. So yes, in this episode, they get a new Zord in their arsenal, the Elephant Zord. So, how would you rate this episode? For me, I give it a 10 out of 10. I also put in the StreamYard link, so if you want to join, go right ahead. All right. All right. Next episode is Wishes on the Water. In this episode, Alyssa reads a story to Max and Danny about a creature in Turtle Lake that can grant wishes. Max falls asleep and has a dream about the Megazord getting defeated. Max wishes the others would stop calling him a kid, and as the book instructs, he writes it down on paper, puts it in a bottle, and throws it into the lake. That night, the Rangers fight Ship Org, who stole Max's bottle. Max is knocked out, and the Rangers take him back to the Animarium. There he has the same dream, but this time a voice tells him to use the Spear of Pardalis. He confides in Princess Shayla and then returns to fight Ship Org. The other Rangers join him, and the Jungle Sword destroys Ship Org. The Rangers then call their Wild Zords after Toxica revives him into a giant. Max's dream becomes a reality. And Princess Shayla remembers that Pardalis was an ancient Animarium warrior who had control over the Giraffe Zord, his spear. The Rangers then call on the Giraffe Zord, forming the Wild Force Megazord Spear Mode, and Ship Org is destroyed. So yes, in this episode, Max had a wish that everyone would stop calling him Kid. Well, technically, he wishes that everyone would stop calling him a kid. Apparently, he didn't like that. So, this episode, they fought against Ship Org. So, how would you rate this? For me, I give it a 10. All right. Wow. Wow. Is anybody gonna join? I'm waiting. Let me see. Okay. Well, here's the next episode anyway. The bare necessities. While jogging, Taylor stops by the spy at the Air Force Base and remembers when she first came to the animarium. She meets two boys wearing black and white while running from a security guard. She saves them from capture and finds out from the security guard that she was the best pilot Turtle Cove ever had. Then Cell Phone Org starts attacking the city and can disrupt the Ranger's ability to morph. He injures Taylor, who manages to hide in an abandoned factory. Putreds find her, but the two boys save her using psychic powers, while the other Rangers deal with Cell Phone Org. Taylor is tasked by the boys to get two flowers from a cliff. The others break Cell Phone Org's antenna, allowing Taylor to morph, fly, and get the flowers. The boys give her two seeds, and she then returns to the others. The Jungle Sword destroys Cell Phone Org, and Toxica revives him into a giant. Yet again. The Rangers notice the boys Taylor met before. The boys sprinkle pollen from the flowers on each other, turning them into the Black Bear and Polar Bear Zords. The seeds Taylor was given turns into animal crystals, and the Wild Force Megazord, Double Knuckle, is formed. Even though Cell Phone Org is destroyed, Red Lion becomes tired of from taking in energy from the Bear Brothers, causing the Megazord to overload. So yes, although they did destroy Cell Phone Org with the help of the Black Bear and Polar Bear Zords, unfortunately Red Lion became tired and the Megazord overloaded. You see, that's what happened in this episode. It's the second. All right. Just in the bare necessities, after Taylor rescues the boys from a security guard they were running from, he almost recognized Taylor. So, anyway, I give this episode a 10 out of 10. How about you guys? Are you a Power Rangers fan like me? How would you rate this episode? Well, I had one viewer and then it's down back to zero. I mean, seriously, what gives? All right. Well, I give this episode a 10 out of 10. Okay, I'll put down the next episode then. All right. Here's the next episode. Soul Searching. Now, in this episode, the Rangers learn of a magical soul bird in the forest that can heal the Wild Zords. Cole thinks that it may heal the Red Lion, so the Rangers head off to find it. However, they are stopped by Toxica, Gendrax, and the grown bulldozer org. Since Red Lion is still exhausted, the Rangers can't form the Megazord. Red Lion objects and says that he will fight. So the Rangers do what Jintrax and Toxico want them to. However, they need to use the Bear Brothers again. Red Lion becomes exhausted and injured, so the other Wild Zords try to protect him. Cole tries to find the Soul Bird, and Jintrax and Toxica go after him. But Taylor, Alyssa, Danny, and Max stop them. Cole encounters Master Org, who scares away the Soul Bird, who states that the Soul Bird is never seen twice. The Gorilla Crystal then comes to Cole, who reunites with the others and forms the Conga Zord. After Bulldozer Org is destroyed, the Rangers find a Soul Bird egg, and Cole becomes sad because the little chick won't know its mother like him. Yeah, so Red Lion is exhausted from all the energy after after what had happened in the earlier episode, but unfortunately, because of Master Org, he scares it away and states that this Soul Bird is never seen twice. All right. How would you rate this episode? For me, I give it a 10 out of 10. All right. I will put down the next episode. Here's the next episode. Soul Bird Salvation. In this episode, a wandering general org called Retinax battles the Rangers to prove his worth. With Frieza Org's help and sacrifice, the Zords are frozen, and the Rangers are rendered powerless. The Soul Bird hatches, restores the Zord's powers, and helps the Rangers defeat Retinax. Master Org later finds the defeated Retinax and destroys him. Well, apparently, Retinax did not prove his worth, and Master Org was very, very angry. Okay. Anyway, I give this episode a 10 out of 10. Okay. Okay. Before I talk about the next episode, I'm gonna do something right quick. Just a second. Okay, here's the next episode, Curse of the Wolf. Now, in this episode, Master Org releases the General Org Nazor, who finds and releases another Duke Org, Zenaku. Zenaku defeats the Rangers and steals the Elephant Zord from Melissa. So, yes, in case you're wondering about Zenaku, he's fierce, he's strong, and he's very dangerous. You're probably wondering who he is. Well, we'll soon find out sooner or later. Anyway, I give this episode a 10. Uh, just a second. Before I talk about the next episode, I need to do something right quick. I'm back. I had to take care of something right quick. Now let's talk about the next episode. Let me see here. And here is the next episode. Battle of the Zords. An injured Alyssa is tended by Xanaku after being attacked by Toxica and Jindrax. Xanaku summons his Dark Wild Zords consisting of the Wolf Zord, the Hammerhead Zord, and the Alligator Zord to battle the Ranger's Wild Zords. You think the Rangers were the only ones to have Zords? Well, apparently, Xanaku summons his own Dark Wild Zords. So yeah, when Alyssa was injured, Xanaku decides to tend to her, which he did. I wonder if she ever said thanks. Anyway, I give this episode a 10 out of 10. How about you guys? Let me see here. Okay, well, here's the next episode. Predazord Awaken. As Cole takes on Xanaku, the others take on Bus Org, who disguised himself as a bus which they had to free the passengers from. After defeating the Bus Org, the Rangers face Zenaku yet again. He also combines his Dark Wild Zords into the Predazord and steals the giraffe power animal from them. Wow. Now what? Hang on a sec. Hey guys, I'm back. So, what do you think about this episode? For me, I give it, ooh, let's say a 9. All right. Okay, here's the next episode, Revenge of Zenaku. In this episode, Zenaku frees Motorcycle Org and kidnaps Princess Shayla. It seems that back in Taylor's past, she couldn't defeat Motorcycle Org, and Princess Shayla had to steal him away with a spell. Shayla's necklace brings back memories for Zenaku. The Rangers battle Motorcycle Org and Zenaku and get back the princess. After the Motorcycle Org is destroyed, Zenaku summons the Predazord, which defeats the Kongozord. Taylor is defeated by Zenaku, who steals the bear animal crystals. So, what do you think? What do you think about this episode? For me, I give it a 10. Okay. So here's the next episode, Identity Crisis. Now, in this episode, as Zanaku begins to remember his past, Nazor plants a bug in his head which convinces him that he is evil, making him even more dangerous to the Rangers. This was unlikely proven when he crashes the Rangers' battle with Lawnmower Org and destroys him. Yikes. So yeah, just as the Rangers were fighting against Lawnmower Org, Zenaku had to crash the party. You know? Huh. Anyway, I give this a 10 out of 10. Okay, I'm gonna talk about one more episode, then I'm gonna end the stream. Alright, here it is. The Ancient Warrior. Now, in this episode, the Ancient Animus intervenes to reveal Zenaku's true identity, Merrick, the ancient warrior who defeated Master Orc by using the cursed wolf mask. By beating the Predazord with new Zords, the Rangers break the curse, returning Merrick to normal. So, it turns out that Zenaku was Merrick all along, and thanks to the Rangers breaking the curse, they returned Merrick back to normal. Finally, he's no longer dangerous. Well, anyway, this was a great live stream. I don't understand why nobody joined. I even put in the StreamYard link, and every time I do one, nobody joins. Okay, this has been a good live stream. I'm glad somebody came in and viewed a little. But anyway, I'm glad that I did this. And I hope that everyone has a nice day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Till then, stay beautiful.